So hey, welcome guys, this is the part 4 for the video. Mm, Today we will be bringing up the device trees. So first of all we will go to the browser and go to the manifest of the ROM we are making. So today we are making voltage OS. I will show you some other examples too, but let me just go to voltage OS manifest first of all. We will search the ROM and then manifest or GitHub and then go to the manifest or Android, whatever that there is. So most of the times, wait a minute, most of the times the build flags are written on here, and if not written then there are no build flags. But for the surety we will just check the what I mean say the channel, telegram channel or group of the ROM. So here we will just type /notes and we can see device GitHub maintainer string official devices pixel train. There is nothing mentioned of device tree build flags, only mentioned of maintainer string, that is here. So in this he is saying us to cherry pick this thing, and if you know how to cherry pick then you can cherry pick this, and if you don't know then you can watch video, or we can just do what this commit has done, do this thing manually. So here you can see it has created this things overlay dash voltage. Instead of voltage we can use lineage. Okay, you understood? Like we have to go to our device tree, cd device Xiaomi, then pipa. Okay, so here we go to our device tree where we have cloned, and then check here, this is device tree, yes, device tree, and then make these folders. And if they are already, then create this file overlay dash voltage. Instead of voltage we can use lineage, etc. Anything that we have lineage, so we will go to this overlay dash lineage. Okay, then ls, then we can see we got packages, cd, we have to go to packages. Let me check, yes, packages, app settings, packages, ls, apps, cd, a star, ls, then settings, cd, s star, then ls, and then cd, res. Yes, we have to go to their I key, guess, yeah, to res, then values, then voltage underscore strings dot xml, then cd values. What is going on? Okay, we got there. Now we have config.xml, but we need voltage underscore strings dot xml. So now we will create the file via nano. This is a text editor, it can open files and then also create files. Nano voltage underscore strings dot xml, enter. You can see new file here written, and we will do as it says. We have to just copy it, view file, and we click on copy here. So you can see it is copied, it has been copied or whatever. So yeah, now in here voltage maintainer you have to type your name like this, whatever you wanna type. So like maintained by this, unofficially maintained by this, etc, etc. Okay, after doing this we have to control O, then enter, then exit. After this, okay, after doing this we have officially set this thing, and then we have to go to back. So as I told you, we can go back like this, cd slash then volt. Okay, and clear the terminal with this. Now we have to bring up the make files. So first of all we have to note these two things, that are, we have to go to cd device, then ls, then we have to check whether there is lineage, voltage, AOSP, or whatever the ROM name is. So here in my case this is voltage. Okay, I will note it somewhere. and then go to cd vendor, then ls. So here you can also see there is also voltage. Okay, instead of lineage or anything other rom name AOSP etc etc, we got voltage. So we have to note this also and somewhere, so you remember. Now first of all we will bring up the device tree. We will go cd device, Xiaomi, and then pipa, and here you will find files like name with lineage underscore pipa.mk and a file named android products.mk. So first of all we have to edit android products.mk. And you can either type full or you can type half and then star. So here you can say android.pp, but we have to change android products.mk. So we have opened this. Now we will rename this to voltage, as we are making voltage. Okay, we have changed it to voltage. Like for derp fest we have to change this to derp. You can check the other devices that are maintaining derp fest. Okay, now we have to edit the lineage underscore pipa.mk. Now first of all we will rename it by this lineage underscore pipa.mk, and after that voltage underscore pipa.mk. Okay, so you can see we have renamed it. Now we will edit the file. Where is this? This is here. Nano voltage. You can see we have opened the file, and here we got some matrix flags. Something, if you got any other flag, any other ROM, like any other ROM named Darfast, Infinity X, then you have to cut this thing, because there is no use of these in voltage. We will use voltage flags differently, right, or whatever you say. So yeah, wait a minute. We have cut it. Now as I told you, we got no lineage folder in vendor but a voltage folder there. So we will rename this thing also, vendor slash voltage. We will change it to voltage. Okay, and then control O, then enter, then control X. Or we can also change here name lineage to voltage. Not mandatory, but just showing you how to rename. So I have renamed, then control plus O to save the file, and then control O, then enter, and after that control X to exit the file. Okay, we have exited the file and bring up the device tree. Now we have to bring up the command tree. Okay, so here we can see we got SM8250 common. So we will go to it. Okay, here you have to edit the board config file only. In my opinion, only board config file. So we will nano, then board config.mk, for we can just use this thing, and after this thing you can see board config command.mk. So instead of searching whole file, you can just search lineage here, whatever you got in the previous one, lineage. Sorry, control slash, instead of control slash you can see control W, and then lineage. Okay, or we can also use this thing, replace, control, then what is this thing, I don't know, search to replace. I will type lineage here and then enter, then replace with voltage, as we are building voltage row at the moment. So we want to replace this. See the thing, if hashtag is in the starting, then there is no point of changing that file. That file doesn't count for the computer, so we'll just leave it with no. And okay, after that we got here, it's asking for SAP policy, which is device slash lineage, but as I told you, there was no lineage folder, there was only voltage folder, so we'll rename it to voltage. Why? Okay, we only got this one address and this. If you got more options, like you have to check it that is vendor slash lineage, vendor slash device slash lineage, then you have to change it. If you got anything like lineage.health, then you don't have to change that thing. Okay, so yeah, we have also did this work. Control O, then enter, and then Control X. So we have bring up all the trees for this ROM, which is voltage OS. Okay, so now I will tell you for Rising OS 2. Okay, so for other devices you can do these things like, let me go to GitHub. You have to fork the device tree, like anything. I opened this, but you have to, for forking, this is the command, fork your own copy. So after forking all the trees that you are, and then change files. After forking you will got the all the repositories in your account. So as you can see, I have, what we say, forked all the repositories. We will now go to device Xiaomi Pipa. Okay, first of all we will create a new branch. Here as you can see, new branch. I don't, we can make with anything. Here new branch name, let's name it Rising. Okay, I will show you how to bring up for Rising. So let me open this thing with Rising, and let we go to Rising host revived GitHub. Okay, a guy was asking in comments, so here it is, how you change files for this one. And same to same as I do here, you have to do in the machine, or you can do here on your repository, and then clone the yours one, the one that you have edited, and then you don't need to clone on the edit on the machine. Okay, so now it is saying us that inherit lineage OS vendor set. It already told us that there is only lineage folder in vendor, no Rising folder, so we will not edit that. Here you can edit the URL and change it to dev. So we change many stuff in one click. Okay, so after doing this thing, you will see something like this. Okay, after going here you will see files like this. So first of all we have to rename this voltage_pipa.mk. okay, allow, then rename it to Rising. But here you will see we got stuff in vendor's lineage, so lineage will also work here. Okay, so we'll just change it to lineage_pipa. If you are not understanding, if you are not able to understand what do we change, you can just check Rising OS devices, revived devices, and check any of these. Like let me show you for this one. This is for Rising OS, but doesn't matter. You can see here lineage_blade runner, the device code name. So here is for lineage, so you can do as it is with lineage. Okay, or you can, if you are not still understanding what to do for this ROM, like let's just check for Derpfest. So we have to search here, just remove this and search here Bringup derp. Okay, so after searching this, you can see we got one result, or we have to go to commits and you will get many results here. See derp Bringup, and whatever you want, got the latest one, just go to it any, and you can see what files it changed and what did this thing changed. Okay, so for now we are doing for Rising OS. I have renamed the file, and we have to change this Android products.mk also to lineage. This thing will be changed to the file name, what file you are making here. Okay, So we are gotten here, we have to change it to lineage as the repository say to us. Lineage here, and then add these things, building flags. So first of all we will just copy it, and then here click enter, and then paste. We are making space so we can see clearly. So first of all we will check this thing. It's asking for rising maintainer new, and type your name, whatever your name is, glitch, red, anything. And then here rising chipset, it means what is the chipset your device has. It will show in the about phone section, Snapdragon 870, and here also your name, whatever you want to show there. Okay, maintained by, here also I am not changing everywhere. Let me show you. Okay, here we will type just name. After typing your name we will go to here target enable blur. So this is supported on your device. You can check your device tree, other ROMs trees, like if your device support blur you can google it or whatever. My device supports it, so we will just click on true. Blur is like this, I guess. Blur in the sense of system blur, like this. If you got better processor then maybe it will be true always. Product no camera, it means whether to ship with camera, like whether to ship with this app, if you need this type of app. If you need then click on true, if you don't need then just make it false. And target pre-built launcher. If you want to ship the ROM with the launcher, this is the type of launcher, then make it true, and if you don't want then make it false. So I will just make it true, and after that we will go to the GMS flags. Okay, whatever flags there are you have to copy paste all. Okay, we have pasted this too, we were there. Now with GMS means Google services. So if you want GFs then make it true. If you want core build GFs then make it target uses Pico GFs true. If you don't want then make it false. Pico GFs means minimal GFs. Okay, so we will just remove all this, as we don't want Pico GFs. If we want then we will remove this one, because this will be 2 times. Okay, so just rename, subtract or whatever you say, delete one of these. And with GMS false, so true false will mess up, so we will just edit this one also. Okay, wait a moment. What the hell. Okay, now if you want the Google GApps, then you have to remove this micro geo 2, this whole lines. Okay, and if you don't want GApps, want micro G, your mood changed, then you can delete this one, the GApps one. Okay, the hashtag lines doesn't matter. And then target default pixel launcher. Do you want to set the default launcher to pixel launcher? So it is saying if you want pixel launcher then make it true, but it is also saying that these flags need GMS true. It means if you are shipping with GFs then you can use this flag. If you are not, then you can delete this. As you can see, I am not using GFs, so I will just delete it. Okay, and yeah, we have done the device tree part. And now we will just go to here and then push like bring up rising, and then commit and push. We have to rename this also rising to lineage, or this anything doesn't matter. I mean this doesn't matter, we have to do it, I forgot. Okay, so we have done this thing. Also you have to check this one also. Here the voltage dash strings.xml, you have to delete these two. You can delete with that one. Okay, the last thing we did. So you can see here the latest pull is this rising, and we have done the bring up rising OS, and in the same way we have to do this with the commentary. So here is our commentary, and as I told you, we have to edit the file board config command.mk and search for voltage slash lineage, device slash lineage, and then change the like this vendor slash lineage to vendor slash rising if needed. But as we know, we don't need that, so we'll don't change. We will keep it to vendor slash lineage. But maybe we need device slash lineage, that you will know after syncing the source and checking manually. CD device and then ls. If you got here rising instead of lineage, voltage or anything else, then you have to change that to rising. Okay, so this is how we bring up ROM, device 4, device 3, anything else, whatever. So yeah, in next video we will make generate keys